So for the last 6 months, I've been a smartwatch person. I've been wearing this for the entire 6 months. Of course, the first month was kind of rough because like I was not used to wearing a smartwatch, so I used to forget it, or like I used to take it off when I was sleeping and then wake up in the middle of the night. It's like, damn, I'm supposed to wear my watch. But I would say for the last 5 months, I've been wearing it consistently, with an exception for exams and like, time when I was charging it. I was going to show you a 10, but I'm kind of black, so that doesn't count on me. But point being, been wearing this smartwatch for 5 months. A question has been lingering in my mind. It's like, does anyone actually need a smartwatch? Because like anything basically like, smart that you can do on this watch, you can basically do it on your phone. So why don't you just get a regular watch and then use your phone as how you use it? That's the question that I want to answer today. So to answer that question, I need to give you a review of this watch and my experience with it so that you get an understanding of where I'm coming from with my final answer on whether you actually need a smartwatch or not. So let's start off with the battery life. So battery life mainly depends on ALD, right? Like the main factor that actually affects battery life on this one, particularly this one, is ALD. So here's the thing, ALD basically like works like this. So it lights up individual pixels and just leaves the whole background black, so it uses less energy. So that means that your watch can be lit up while it's on standby and actually use less energy, right? This watch personally, from 100 to 0, it lasts me 10 days, and then from 0 to shutting down, it lasts me 3 to 4 days. Yes, I don't know how that works, like from 0, because like it works in bars. So it's like when it's on 0%, after 3 days it's on, and then you're wondering like what's going on. But with 0%, it can last me 4 days. Shout out to Mosungo, by the way. This is the watch. Now when it comes to charging, now when it finally dies after 14 days, charging takes 1 hour 30 to 2 hours. Not very fast for a very small battery, but what can you do? Now let's go to the software. So regarding software, this is Mosungo. So Mosungo is an app, like their app, which is Fit Cloud Pro. Terrible name, right? Also, the user interface is terrible, just you can tell with the name. So the user face, like, Jesus Christ, like where do I even begin? So in terms of presenting data, right, it is magnificently terrible. Like the UI is Jesus. Of course, this doesn't apply to all smartwatches. Like if you're using like a Samsung watch, it's gonna be great. If you're using like an Apple Watch, it's gonna be straightforward. But this one in particularly is terrible. Now let's talk about the problems that I've had with this watch. Like I'm gonna try and show you the problems here, and I'm gonna assume that not all of us are using this smartwatch. Some of us are using like extremely expensive watches which might have software features that can actually override these problems. So I'll keep that in mind when I'm explaining those. Now, first things first, ringtone, right? Not sure how on the expensive watch works, but like here's what happens, right? So when I get an incoming call from a friend, it rings. You might be thinking, wow, that's cool. No, it's not. So problem is, my phone also rings because like, my phone is the one that's being called, right? So now I have two devices ringing at the same time. Do you know how much brain power it takes for me to actually figure out like where exactly to go? Of course, like you can answer it from here, but like I'm gonna be like one of those that gonna be answering. It's like, hello, like that's not cool. Like, oh yeah, talking about calls, like really, are you gonna answer calls on this watch? Like really, like are you taking the actual person calling you seriously when you're answering calls on this watch? Like, okay, scientifically, the speaker on a smartwatch cannot be great because like a speaker needs like a huge area for it to actually like produce good sound. So Actually, I can say that all smartwatch speakers actually suck based on physics, right? You just pick up the phone, bro. Like they just pick up the phone, bro. I mean, like, you can flex like, yo, I have a smartwatch that can actually receive calls and there's a speaker on it. Like, it's expensive. Like, look at this watch. But like, is it worth it though? You know what I mean? Like, just pick up the phone, bro. Just answer from the phone. Like, right. So now that we've addressed the problems, let's actually say like what exactly a watch is supposed to do, right? So a watch is supposed to make you receive notifications, right? Firstly, just pick up the phone. It's not that hard. It's like, I've had this watch for 6 months, and every time when it vibrates, I just pick up the phone and then look at my phone. Like, I just look at notifications from my phone. There is no need for me to be here at all. Nada at all. Secondly, incoming calls. Pick up the phone. It's really not that difficult. You know what I mean? Like, it's really not that difficult. It's in your pocket. Just pick it up and answer. It's not that hard. The real reason why you can actually get this, like, the only useful part about this watch is actually its health tracking capabilities. So it can actually check your heart rate. Of course, like, you know, not really that important. You know what I mean? Like, not really that important. I don't think like you can die. It's like, man, I don't know what my heartbeat is like right now. You're not gonna die from that, like, you know, from not knowing, you know what I mean? But like, in terms of like actual health tracking capabilities, like, you know, tracking your workout, I already know because I don't work out. You know, the thing that I would say like has been useful to me is tracking my sleeping, because I value sleeping a lot. That data is kind of cool to me, because like this one in particular can actually track my deep sleep and my light sleep. That's kind of cool. You know, deep sleep is like actual, like the purest form of sleeping. So like every day, you know, for the most part, for the last 6 months, I've been sleeping with this watch, and I've been keeping data of my sleeping patterns. And also blood pressure, right? And workout. I'm pretty sure, like, you know, it works, you know, checking out workouts, you know, counting out your steps, you know. But, you know, my phone can also actually count steps, and Huawei has been doing that for years, you know. But anyways, it can count steps too. Overall, I would say the only reason you can actually get a smartwatch is when you're really concerned about tracking your health, that it excels in. But anything else, I am not going to type a message on a watch even if I have a keyboard. This one does not have a keyboard, but I know some have a keyboard. I am not going to type a message on that one either. Just pick up the phone. But anyways, if you're serious about your health, serious about tracking your fitness and all that, calories, you know, steps that you go through every day and all that, right? If you're trying to get in shape, sure, this one is great. If you're trying to stay in shape, sure, this one is great. If you're trying to make this an assistant to your phone, just pick up the phone, bro.